So, just finish up the exhaust video. I always feel so guilty using the car for what it's made for. Alright, so now hopefully the footage is good. I'll go, check the audio and everything. I don't have to come back here, but next step would be to delete the resonators. And then we'll see about other exhaust options, headers, stuff like that in the future. So I learned how to do launch control properly, sort of semi-properly. I learned how to do line lock, which will probably be the first and last time that I'll ever do that. Yeah, I didn't like that very much. You have to really dump the clutch. I didn't dump it at first, but it definitely smells like rubber and clutch and motor and brakes in here. I now have my baseline sound for stock exhaust, and somebody brought a good point up and said, well, in one sentence you're saying, how much you love the sound of the car, and then second sentence you're talking about how you need a new exhaust. This reminds me very much of like when I had the GT3. The car sounds great stock. Now the GT3 was, I really felt the need to change the exhaust because of the valve switching. This car doesn't have that issue, and people keep saying that once you delete the resonators, there's no need to do anything else. I mean, we'll see. I think where the improvement can come in this car is a little less rasp, a little bit deeper, so you get that that traditional American V8 sound with the uniqueness of the flat plane crank, and combined with just some refinement. So I think there's some tweaks that can be made to this exhaust to make it a little deeper, but still get that unique sound to it. And I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but what's the fun in having a car if you're not going to mess with it? At least that's my thought. I mean, most people would rather just go drive the thing. I like to do all the above. I like to drive it, I like to wash it, I like to modify it, I like to mess with it. It's my favorite thing to do. And then I get to write articles and take pictures and do all the stuff that I seem to be decent at, that requires some level of obsession to get done. And so the exhaust, again, the note is great. There's a few odd things about the exhaust, like for instance, when I go to sixth gear, the valves close, the car goes into overdrive, but the the ECU closes the electronic valves, and it basically shuts down the noise the exhaust makes, which is fine. That's kind of what you want when you're driving down the road. But it is a little odd because like when I downshift to fifth, nothing, and then open. So it's it takes a second for it to, I guess, for the ECU to dictate to the valves it's time to reopen. So I don't know. I might prefer to just go valveless and not have to deal with that. Valves are best of both worlds as long as they don't vibrate, as long as they don't have issues and break all the time. Then I guess why would you not want the option just in case? If you're on a telephone call or something like that. But I don't know. I just have a tendency to not care about valves as much as maybe some do. I think the thing I don't like is I don't like the options. I don't like too many options. I kind of like this as just like the GT3. We have sport and regular suspension mode. We do have 3 steering modes. I think, getting more used to driving in comfort mode, comfort steering. I tend to get less dartiness, and I think it's a good combination of helps to offset some of the tram lininess or the dartiness of the big front tires. So we have our baseline. Next step, probably next week, in the next week or two, I'm going to go get the resonators cut out and weld it in. So I'll do that, and then we'll go back to the exhaust making spot and make some comparative videos, and then see if there are more exhaust options that we can add to the mix. So anyway, thanks for watching my crazy stuff, and stay tuned for a lot more of it. Because what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.